as you talk about, Joanna, what you do outside of your academics, so sort of how you live your life is really important, and it does get seen and paid attention to by admissions representatives. So how you're appearing on social media, that's a little hint that Joanna gives students and families all the time, that you want to be careful how you're showing up on social media. But volunteering is another really powerful way of showing your character, who you are as a human. Because I remember when we did a webinar recently with Common App, they were talking about as well the importance of who you are, and what your values are, and what your strengths are, and being able to know that and talk about that. So Joanna, was there anything else that you thought was important to add about that whole character strengths, who you are as a person, as a student, and how that fits in with the application process?
Well, I think it's the piece that really is going to set you apart. So assuming you're doing really well academically, and you've taken your SAT or any sort of standardized testing and you've performed well, then what's left? And that is you. Who are you? What's your story? And how will you contribute to this college community? And the college is also assessing if it, is it the right fit for you as a family? And how do you even assess that as a Canadian student, for example, looking at US options? If we were able to travel and go to particular campuses, that would be something to do. What do you do today? Well, the schools have fabulous opportunities to really just view virtual campus opportunities online. They have webinars that they're hosting to give you some information. So definitely go to their website and be sure to participate and partake in those sorts of things. We also had some discussions earlier this week with, UC Berkeley summer session. I found that really intriguing, and the ability for students to take summer session opportunities to grow and to build these relationships and to see is this the right fit? Is this what I want? Take advantage of those opportunities. And we also, as you mentioned, Charmaine had Shane and Michelle speak at our last webinar, and those virtual opportunities or those gap year experiences, all of that is going to really round out your application and tell your story so that you can find that bigger future. That's really the key of the application piece.
Yeah, telling your story. And I know these are some of the things, Joanna, when you and your team are working with students and families, and I know we're going to talk about testing shortly, but I know this is one of the things that you do, is you help students prepare to tell their story, because it can be very difficult for us as humans to talk about ourselves and to share our strengths and to pull out the relevance of who we are as a person and how that will impact us as a student and what we will bring to the campus and to college and university or to the sports team as a student there. And for many people, it is tough to talk about ourselves in that way. So I love that you help practice that with students and parents, because the other piece is, imagine how valuable that is fast forward after you're done college or university. And now you're going for all those job interviews and attending events where people are recruiting employees. Those skills that you learn around sharing your character strengths will totally help you in your job search as well. So I really see that as Prepskills really adds that value of, I guess when you call it end to end, the end continues after the academics. It's a long end.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.